Hey Yoga Moms, I'm Laura Jane, local and online yoga therapist. And you know I love to specialize in helping us moms as I've grown into a yoga mom myself. And so today I really wanted to answer the question for one of my pregnant mama friends. How can I best be preparing for birth as I'm getting closer, especially like these last few weeks? Because I know she noticed with her body and her mind there became this yearning to get more ready and this desire to know more how to prepare and how to focus more on the birth that she wanted to have, and even on getting focused towards some of the mothering that she'd like to do and what styles and ways of parenting she might find herself being inspired by. So I'm thinking I have 3 main tips for you as you're nearing that time, you pregnant mamas. And this comes both from my experience as a yoga teacher, yoga therapist, and also as a mom having birthed 2 children. So the good news is a lot of the positions that you might practice with your prenatal yoga or some of the ways you find comfort at home may be some of your best ways to also birth in if you have the freedom and the opportunity to have a more active birth and to really listen to your body and go into the positions that most feel right for you and baby. So if you can start letting yourself practice some of these positions more in some time of the day, which are real simple, like some of them that we know, like getting on hands and knees and doing some of those cat and cow or cat and dog arching and rounding motions, or maybe for you it's the downward facing dog might still feel like comfortable and stretchy, but probably not a place you're going to want to birth in. So maybe spending time in a half child's pose or in a comfortable supported squat so that you can get your body feeling good in the moment, you'll notice, and it'll be preparing you to be ready to use those positions more for birth. So it's a 2-hit way of approaching this, which is the good news. But one of my favorite positions I'd like to recommend that you start fitting in is a restful lying down position. And probably by now you're needing to lay on your side, and you've probably heard your left side is a little preferable for your and baby's circulation and blood flow. But if you could carve in some extra time at this period in life to rest and be still more, you'll notice that your body's probably asking for that. So if you could be willing to give your body that, you will not regret it. It doesn't mean you have to be sleeping, but to lay yourself down, maybe side lying with some cushion support, pillows, all those props you probably use in bed, maybe just 15 minutes a day. And to spend time there doing 2 things. Here's 2 more pieces of your homework for readying yourself. 3 things actually. One of them is just to practice relaxing. Relaxing is the best way to get through a smooth and healthy birth. The more that you can relax all of your muscles that day of birth, your uterus is also a muscle. So the more that you can practice relaxing all of your muscles that day during birth, your uterus can do its most efficient job and function as its most efficient muscle and do the gentle and yet strong contracting that it needs to do to efficiently help get that baby out. So practicing relaxing now is some of the homework I'd like to give you. So preferably some time in the side lying position, but also throughout the day. Just noticing how you're doing, checking in with how you're feeling on the inside, physically and mentally, and just practicing relaxing and doing things that relax you and listening to music that relaxes you and maybe lighting candles and being around people that relax you and just practicing relaxing. So some more things you can do in your side lying time or just throughout the day is to spend time using your mind in 2 different ways. Because I'll tell you, mamas, what really came as my most resilient piece during birth was what I was visualizing and saying to myself during that birth. So the more that you can start to practice and even pre-pave, some of my teachers I like talk about pre-paving, pre-pave that birth that you'd like to have. So I'd like you to spend more time visualizing, imagining, seeing yourself having the birth you'd love to have. Smooth, healthy, relaxed, confident, safe, easy. Spend time focusing on that, feeling it, seeing it, thinking about it, talking about it, drawing about it, writing about it, all the ways you can make it real for yourself. Is some of your yogi homework to start to train your mind and imagine what you do want for you and baby. And even spending time seeing yourself already there on the other side of the birth, holding your healthy new baby, breastfeeding going perfectly, you so healthy and feeling thankful, and just spending time focusing on that, yourself already there, even if you're not sure how you're going to get there, seeing yourself already there and spending time focusing on that. That's how you can really be using your mind, yogi moms, to go into this birth and enjoy it and let it be just the start of really being the person you want to be, the mom you want to be. A second piece, which I already started to mention, is practicing with simple things that you might call affirmations and getting more clear and functional with how you're using your mind and your thoughts and how you're talking about things. So I found, again, this was a big thing that helped me, moms. My childbirth educators had me practicing affirmations, things that felt silly and corny and weird. But when it came down to it that day, and even in those more intense moments, maybe like during transition when things might get more intense as you're getting closer to baby coming, those are the things that it really came down to for me, is what am I saying in my head to get myself through this? So practice now, saying these corny but yet lovable things to yourself. And really, this is a great practice as a yogi either way, and you will want to continue even after the birth. But starting now, starting to say things to yourself like, I am a healthy, strong woman. My body is built to do this. I trust my body. I trust my baby. They know what they're doing. And even right now, picturing talking to your baby, seeing your baby healthy and strong, using your imagination, using your words, using your thoughts to create what you do want. Because your words, your thoughts, your mind certainly is creative, so you can choose how you're going to focus and use your attention. And really, that's at the heart of being a yogi, I've learned, is focus and attention. So what are you focusing on? What are you putting your attention on? So I would say relaxing, letting yourself listen to your body and maybe move and stretch and go into some positions that feel good, and that'll be helpful during birth. Spending time laying down, resting as much as you can in between daily life and getting ready with your exterior and your stuff, which is certainly fun. Part of the process is the nesting that goes along with this time of life. But yeah, being willing to rest too in between that nesting. And if your feet hurt, sit down and put them up. If your body's aching and things, listen to that as a yogi mom, and listen to your baby and give your body the attention, the daily attention, and start that now, so that when baby comes, you're a little more in that habit. You'll both enjoy that more. And then those last two pieces that you can do either during your restful, quote-unquote, maybe meditation time, or just in daily life in the car, in the shower, on the toilet, or especially if you notice you're doing the opposite. If you see yourself worrying, if you see yourself picturing a birth you don't want, if you feel stressed out and anxious, start to practice the opposite. That's a very yogi thing to do, to flip the mind, to flip your attention and start to know, okay, I need to practice relaxing because that's going to help me and baby now, and that's going to be great that I'm good at that when that birth comes. And then also imagining what you do want for baby now, for you now, seeing the birth, just how you'd love it, focusing on that, imagining that, working with that, talking about it in empowering ways, thinking about it in strengthening ways, and working with those seemingly silly affirmations right now. Get good at that, because those will be helpful. If you have some moments where it feels a little challenging, that you'll be ready to say the things to yourself that you need to hear to get to where you want to go. So that's my simple answer for you moms in how to get ready as you get closer to birth. And I just am happy to have the chance to share with you, and honored to meet yoga moms like you, already so committed to this new, more evolved way for you and baby. So thank you so much, and namaste.